Hi guys, today I will present a case study about how Lenovo uses text analytics to bring the customer into the quality equation. When we think about quality, it is about how well we made a product, how much R&D we have put into the manufacturing of the product, and how well the product suits the needs of the customer. So, until now, Lenovo has never thought about customer playing a part in the quality equation. So they were doing a project on text analytics, and they found how customer can play an important part in the quality equation. So in this presentation, we will see how Lenovo found the same and how it aims to improve it in the future. Let's start off with an example. So Lenovo was at the end of the design update for one of its popular gaming PCs keyboard. Uh, when they were doing text analytics on the brand name Lenovo on the entire internet, they found that there is a small and a significant community on the internet who are passionately supportive of the present design. So it's rather a waste of time and resource uh, to fix something that is not even broken in the first place. So after seeing this small and significant community where they were praising Lenovo's present keyboard's design, they decided that they should not upgrade the keyboard and left it as such for the next upgrade cycle. So what started as a perception quality project in Lenovo turned out into a LED, what they call as Lenovo Early Detection System, which passes through the web for the brand Lenovo and identifies customer sentiments, customers' preference for a product, customers' future expectations, and everything. So it's like a warning system for Lenovo, and they have started using this in their design cycle and their production cycle. So the focus of this project was quality, the product development, and the product innovation, and not customer sentiments. Uh, so when we think about quality, quality is not about how well the product is. It is about uh, how well the customer perceive about the brand globally. An important example for that is Apple. So we can see in several cases Apple's product, even though it costs more and looks good, it doesn't offer the features and several compatibility and ease of usage that is offered in like Windows, or when you consider mobile market, it is Android. Uh, so when Lenovo thought about quality, one of the major and an important obstacle that they have to conquer was that it's a very big brand. Uh, it is operating in 165 countries across the globe, and it has 30 languages, and it has 30 operating languages. Let us see about another example of how Lenovo used text analytics in their day-to-day operation. Uh, uh, there was one scenario where Lenovo got frequent customers calling their tech supports, issuing informing that there are issues with screen for one of their recently launched product, and it was not powering up, and even if they plug it into a wall charger, it was not charging. Uh, an important discovery in this was a term called as docking was involved in all of these issues. So when Lenovo used text analytics and passed through social media posts such as Twitter and Facebook, they found similar issues, and they found docking was again repeated in all of these posts. Uh, so only then it occurred to the system engineers that there was an issue with their uh, docking DLL, and they issued a patch and it fixed the issue. So we can see that not only on the design product as well as the maintenance and the upgrade process, how well text analytics have improved the overall aspect of customer being a important part in the day-to-day process in Lenovo. Let's see about the difficulties that Lenovo faced during this project. So analyzing data from social media, as we know from our introduction to text analytics class, is it's very important. We have to consider various nuances of local languages. Mind you that Lenovo is operating in 165 countries and with 30 uh, official languages. It's not that the language matters more. It is that even, for example, an American who speaks English and writes English is very much different than an Australian English. So we have to consider all this while doing the analysis. Uh, Lenovo implemented a full text search. Apart from social media sites, they also search through online forums and famous Lenovo blogs. This offered them an insight into the Lenovo community that is online, and they did a sentiment analysis on all these social media posts and Lenovo community, and they could find whether a particular product is liked by the Lenovo community overall, and what should be improved and what should not be improved. So they are not only limited by the uh, data that they collect from the internet. uh, for example, let's take a developing country like India, or even an underdeveloped country where internet is not accessible to all the customers. So in that case, the only data source for Lenovo is to use the call centers. So people, it's conventional for people without internet to call the customer call center to register their complaints and get their feedback and go on solve the issue. So Lenovo used the data that they collect from this call centers uh, in order to tag these offline people and also get an idea of what they feel about Lenovo products. So in this project, both the text analytics part as well as the visualization part is handled by the SaaS software platform. So two important things that came out of this project was the detection time. So the issue detection time, like the cable not compatible with the device, the USB port not detecting any new plugged devices, or like these are the some of the common examples for some of the newly launched device. Earlier, it was the detection time was 60 to 90 days. Now it has been reduced to 15 to 30 days, and the warranty costs, which was has been reduced from reduced to 10 to 15 percentage of the previous cost. So it leads to a cost saving of 10 to 15 percentage in the amount that they spent for the warranty coverage. Driving future business and decision making. uh, if you could remember, in the previous slide we were talking about how Lenovo was looking to bring in product innovation. So the one of the important things that Lenovo learned from this project of text analytics is that customers are the biggest inventors. Customers know what they need, uh, and they are the trendsetters. Instead of sitting in a room of four walls and pondering about how the future will be and the how innovative the products should be, Lenovo found that it is better to simply listen to the customers, listen from the surveys, listen from the customer feedback, listen from the online forums to get a better understanding of what features the customer need in their product. Uh, some of the customer fantasies that were popular uh, in the online that Lenovo found useful in their future products and innovators are shown now. Uh, Lenovo found that in one of their gaming PCs, this was one of their popular requests. People writing, "I wish I wish I had a USB port is one of the features that they got most for one of their premium devices, and they have and instead of innovating something new, they just figured it out that the customer needed a USB port, and they have added it in their next design cycle. One of the interesting customer fantasies is that I wish I could build my PC similar to a Moto Maker. So for I think most of you should be aware of the Moto Maker, where Motorola offers a facility of allowing the users to choose everything from the color of the camera rim, the color of the slots, USB slots, the color of the body, the its saturation, and everything is controlled by the user, which makes it unique, which makes your device unique among all other devices. So Lenovo recently found out that the customers were wishing they could have a similar feature for building their PCs and laptops. So Motorola is considering about making this in the next design phase. One more situation we can see that the customer wishing that he had the same specs but a dull screen. These two lines offer a great introspect of how Lenovo operates. You can see that Lenovo, as the customer has informed, Lenovo has a great specs for some particular brand device segment, but it doesn't have a screen as good as a Dell in that particular segment. Lenovo can take this as an input, and if they see frequent customer complaints and customer sessions and opinions like this, they could come into a conclusion that they have a good spec and they have to concentrate more on the screen perspective. They could even take a Dell screen as an example and compare that with theirs to understand what the difference is, and invest accordingly in their R&D, production, and marketing. So this gives the overall idea of how Lenovo at the end found that customer is an important part of the quality equation, and how looking into the customer opinions, customer reviews, customer feelings from their social posts, it gives a great insight. It also offers a very good insight into the customer's feeling. For example, if you take a survey is one of the most popular form of collecting information from customer. Survey is usually not answered to a full truthness by the customers. They either are in a hurry or they want to fill it up just to get some price. So this can bias the customer's perspective on the product. But why when the customer by themselves give an opinion about the product, it gives an interesting insight that the that Lenovo thought should look into, implement it in their future production cycles, the design cycles, and their future planned innovations. Thank you.